any involved in any leadership type activities, it's good after you leave here for your personal life. And we take trips to Catalina and Paul Getty Museum. A lot of camp activities we do off campus also.
What does this location do for you?
It's peaceful and quiet. In a way, I think it takes you away from reality for me, because when I look at TV and I see all the things about gangs and different violence that's happening in LA City, when you come up here, it takes you away from all that. You're not around it. And so when I go around that type of thing, it's scary. You want to come back, let me go back to school, because you can just look at the view and it takes you away totally, and it takes you away from the reality of really what's going on out there. That's how I see it.
Tell me about the residence program a little bit.
The residences, they're a good experience. I think residences, as opposed to living off campus, is good because academically it's good. Because most of the students in there, you hear about a test or you all get together, and it's good that way because you know what's going on. When you live off on your own, it's just, well, let me go to sleep when I go home, or let me watch TV. You don't really have that type of encouragement to study unless you're self-motivated to do so. It's good socially because you don't really know that many people when you get here, and most of the students live on residences, and that's how you meet a lot of people and find out what's going on. Make some really good friends too.
How is that encouraged to meet the people and get to know them?
Partially because you're living with them. You're living with somebody that you've never seen before, and you have to get along with that person. You have to make the effort to make it work. And because a lot of times you're from different backgrounds, different areas of the country or the world, and you have to make that extra effort to make it work. And then you meet a lot of different people because they're next door, or you have to borrow something, paper, sugar. And so that's basically how we have meetings in the residences to get to know everybody. We have activities in the residences, volleyball, different outings for the residences, to movies, Laker games, things like that.
Fun. What is the role, do you think, of the director of the residence and of the student resident assistants? Aren't you a student resident assistant?
Yes.
Yeah.
The role, I think, is much more than just him making sure that you're not having guests after 1, or making sure that you clean your room on cleaning times. I think he plays an integral part in the relationship of the whole building, the whole community, and the people that you live with. I've had many problems with my roommates when I lived in residences, and even now. And them being able to step in and help us communicate, because sometimes you don't know how, especially when you're just coming from high school or having your own room, and having to share. They play an integral part in helping with the communication aspect of what it's all about.
How did you get used to, what happened like when you first moved into the residences? How did you get used to that whole adjustment?
When I first moved in, my roommate and I didn't really get along. But I think what helped me adjust was the other people around me that did get along. And I said, well, it can work. Some people do get along, some people just don't. And I think being around the people that made it seem so easy really helped. It helps with the support of your family, saying, just hang in there, that helps. And if you do have a good roommate or one that you get along with, that's helpful because you're in it together. Yeah.
Can you think of any activities in the residences when you were a student that are particularly fun, things particularly memorable?
The ice cream socials. We'd all, it wasn't just people from your building, and I think that's good because you get to meet people from other buildings, and it's free ice cream, different flavors and toppings, and we also had like sandwich night, and we get a 6-foot long sandwich or whatever, cut it up. That way it was provided free, sodas, chips. Those were fun. I think anybody in the residences appreciates a free meal.
What other ways do you think Marymount has helped you get where you want to go?
I think now I'm ready to move on to that big university.
Where are you going next?
I'm going to Howard University in Washington, D.C. I think I'm ready to move on. Not only because in my major the classes will probably be small too, but I'm ready. I've matured, and it's just I've gotten older, and Marymount has been the close attention and the attitude of the faculty, staff, and instructors here have really helped, and I like that. Everybody seems to be happy, knows who you are, and care. How are you? When they see you and mean it. Mm-hmm.
Can you think of any anecdotes of times when a teacher went overboard for you, or really went either out on a limb or just really helped you out somehow?
I remember once I was having problems, and I didn't do my work. And so I went to the teacher and I told them that I was having those problems, and was there any way I can make up this work? Is there anything that I can do, because I need to keep my GPA up? And they agreed if I could do it in a certain amount of time, that sure, go ahead and do it. It's the only thing I can think of.
If you could change one feature about Marymount, what would it be? Or add one thing to
If I could change one thing, can't really think of anything.
I was just sure because the people always don't have time.
Yeah. So if you could add one thing, what would it be?
If I could add one thing, because I'm a sports fan, I think I would add a gym. And so we could have more students attend the basketball game, so they can have somewhere else to work out other than San Pedro Boys Club. I think I'd add a gym. And I think I'd add a bigger library, so that, and I think that's in planning right now, so that I could, or so the students could use the library instead of having to go off campus for more information, for research papers.
Good. Jenny, anything else?
That covers it pretty good.
I think you've done great.
Thank you.